Hey TJ, do you know that like when you sell cards on TCGPlayer or eBay, you have to pay like 12, 13, 14% in fees? Just in fees. You're trying to be out here making a business and you got to pay all that in fees? Like no one's gonna make money doing that. No one's gonna go into a business where you have to pay that much. Instead, you try to like open your own store and you won't have to pay those fees, or go to a card show. Those are popular now. Go to a card show and you won't have to pay those fees, just straight cash money. Or if you must sell online, if you're really that busy, just like start your own website and sell your stuff there. What's up, guys? My name's TJ. I run a business called Pastor TCG because yes, I am a pastor. That's what I do for work. I work full time. I'm a dad. I'm a husband. I'm busy, but then I also have this business where I sell lots and lots of cards. I do about usually $15,000 to $18,000 of sales in cards every single month. Although this month is slower, so we'll see. It might not hit that, but still, that's been the average so far. And I make videos encouraging you guys to start a business of some sorts, whether it's just extra money for your Pokemon collection, whether you want to start something on the side, or whether you have aspirations of making a career out of this. I hope that I can help you. And thank you so much for all the love that you guys have been giving me over the past a few weeks. The channel's been growing like crazy, so that's pretty awesome. I really appreciate it. And because I hit 1,000 subscribers, this is the last video before. In the next video, I will announce the winners to this giveaway. So I'm giving away these birds, stained glass, beautiful card, best promo ever. Maybe it's in the conversation for sure. Hidden Fates, we love it. Moltres, Zapdos, Articuno, stained glass birds. We'll give it away. You got to go leave a comment and be subscribed. Leave a comment on this video. It'll pop up here somewhere. So go do that, and then I will give that away next video. I'll announce the winner, and then I'll reach out to you, and we'll figure that out. But best of luck, because this is the last time. This is the last time you're gonna see these stained glass birds. That is. Anyways, so grab your Diet Dew. Yep, back on the sauce, but never off the sauce. It's hot. It's even hot in Minnesota, so you got to have a crispy cold Diet Dew. But about the fees. Gosh, I do feel like it's the boogeyman. Like, everyone is like, well, you can't sell online because you got to pay fees. Oh, eBay fees, more like Feebay, like, and it's 12 or 13 or 15%. And yes, like that absolutely is something that you have to take into consideration, because anytime you make a sale on TCGPlayer, you are going to pay. Usually, it depends, like 12 to 15% in fees. Or if you're a direct program seller, then you pay even more, right? Who would do that? Idiots. And then same thing with eBay, right? eBay, you're paying like 12, 14, something in their percentage of fees, and then shipping sometimes gets baked in or sometimes not. But when you think about what happens if you pursue the other options, okay? So the three other options are like, you're gonna go to card shows and sell at a bunch of card shows, or start your own website, or open in LGS. Like, those are all better options because you don't have to pay fees. Well, I don't think those are better options. I know they're definitely not better for me, and I'm gonna tell you why. So let's go through them. So vending at card shows, okay? So the idea is you buy the equipment, right? You get a bunch of binders, which if you guys saw the video I posted a little bit ago, I got binders. Let me tell you, I got binders. If you need a binder, I am your guy. I got a graveyard over there. But you buy your binders, you buy like your collector, like the cases that protect all your stuff. You maybe get a banner that has your business's logo on it, and you go local shows, right? Depending on where you live. Maybe there's like a local scene of collectors where there are shows like every so often. I feel like in the Twin Cities area where I live, there's a show pretty much every weekend. But you do oftentimes have to pay table fees, right? So you pay a fee. Typically it's a flat amount, and it doesn't, that wouldn't end up being as much as like the TCGPlayer or eBay fees, but it definitely would be significant. It's a flat chunk of change. And then also you have to put in the time. The biggest drawback with like vending, in my opinion, is time. Well, and for me specifically, I'm a pastor. I do stuff on the weekends, so vending just isn't really an option. And so because of that, like the vending thing, it doesn't matter that I pay less in fees. And we know what else happens when you vend, this is for sure, is you're gonna get people who come up to your table and they're not gonna wanna pay market price. They're actually gonna wanna haggle you. This $60, $50 burbs, this card right here, they're gonna wanna, well, would you take 45? Or what would you do? What's the lowest you can go? And you're gonna have to like do the haggling, and that's where you have to weigh like, well, like I could use the cash, and I could maybe. And so sometimes you are gonna sell stuff for under market. You're gonna want to cut people deals, and so that kind of eats into it as well. So that's why like I prefer TCGPlayer and selling online to vending. Let's talk about opening up your own website, right? You open up your own website, Wix, Shopify. You're gonna sell these cards, and you can set your prices, and you're not gonna have to pay fees. Well, that's not true either. You're going to have to pay the credit card processing fee. Even if you have Wix and Shopify, you're going to have to pay the 3% credit card processing fee on every sale. And also, why would somebody go to your random website to buy a Pokemon card when the majority of people who are in the market for singles use platforms like TCGPlayer and like eBay? Because they know they have the protection, like that's the tried and true place to go and pick up singles. And so the amount, like if I had my inventory right now, which is relatively small inventory, but I got some cool cards, right? Like if I were to create my own website, right? Even if the website looked immaculate, like if I was a professional, I wasn't a professional yapper or pastor or whatever, but I was a website designer, and I made the sickest, the dopest website, a website where no matter your level of interest in buying a Pokemon card, the website was just so bananas that you were compelled to buy a Pokemon card. My sales would probably not even be near as good, because the amount of people who would even have eyes on my website would be so much less, unless I was some kind of like e-commerce marketing guru, right? Like maybe if that's the case, then sure, you could potentially build up a website and make it worthwhile or better than selling on TCGPlayer, but like I kind of doubt it, to be honest. I really do. And so that's why the website thing, at least for singles, not so much for me. I think like if you are just doing sealed, like I think you can make a case for that, but there's some like downsides that come with that too. Like I just had a conversation with someone the other day doing some coaching and stuff, and he was selling Japanese boxes on his website, and there was like a massive chargeback scam where he lost hundreds of dollars in a chargeback scam, and that's something that he has to deal with, right? Stuff goes missing in the mail when you have your own website, or someone says the product didn't show up. You have to deal with that, where TCGPlayer kind of takes care of those things. And then the last thing, the big hoorah, the like, hey, start an LGS. You're going to have your place. And then, guys, this sounds made up, but I'm legitimately telling you that people have came to me and been like, hey, you can't screw around with the fees on eBay, on TCGPlayer, TJ. You have to open an LGS, because then you don't have to pay any fees. People have looked me in the face when their brain, to my knowledge, is functioning fully. And they said that was a sentence that came out of their mouth. And I'm just thinking to myself, what is going... The amount of like mental gymnastics to make that a rational thought. You don't just get given a store. Stores are expensive. Like a storefront is incredibly expensive. You have to oftentimes sign a lease, and not like a lease for like, hey, a year, I'm going to try this out, but like a 5-year lease. You have to put down a deposit. Then you've got to pay utilities, right? You've got to have a bunch of capital up front to make sure you've got like shelves in your store, and you've got display cases, and you've got product, and we haven't even talked about product, right? You've got to have a bunch of product to like stock these shelves. Are you going to want people to come into the store and play games? Well, you're going to want to have some tables for people to sit at. You're going to want to have some chairs. You're going to want all these things. And then are you going to be there 24/7? Like you're going to be there all the time? Anytime the store is open, you're going to be there? Oh, no. Oh, okay, so you're going to have an employee? You're going to pay an employee? At some point, the 13-15% fees to sell the cards is going to be better than the LGS. I'm serious. Now, obviously, there are LGSs who make it happen, and like that's awesome, and I think that's great. But if you're like, hey, I'm not going to do the TCGPlayer thing because the fees just don't make sense. And I'm not trying to be harsh when I'm telling you this, but I really believe this. If you can't make a profitable business selling cards on TCGPlayer, you're probably not capable of making a profitable business in any area of the hobby. Because in all reality, I know that the 15%, 12%, 14% seems like a lot, but there are hundreds, thousands of people who have been able to make a profit on platforms like that. And if you can't make it happen, like it might be time to like do some reflection and be like, hey, like is this really for me? Because I don't think you're going to be like super sick at vending shows. I don't think you're going to be able to like create this incredible website and have it be profitable. And I certainly don't think you're going to be able to open an LGS. And so that's the beauty of TCGPlayer, of eBay, is you can use these platforms to get a sense of like, hey, do I have what it takes? Because I'd say if either of those other three options are stuff that you're interested in, TCGPlayer, eBay, great place to test the waters. Great place to see if you have it. Great place to see if you can learn the markets and the cards and the sets and all the things, and learn how to sort stuff and learn which cards have value, learn how to negotiate. You can do all of that and you can still make money. I've made a good deal of money selling on these platforms, and the fees have not kept me from doing that. And I still put in, I mean, it's hard work, it's a lot of work, but it is still profitable and worth the time for me to do what I'm doing. And so hopefully you can do that too. But I've heard that so many times of the fees are why you shouldn't sell online on platforms like eBay or TCGPlayer. And I don't think so. And so let me know what you think. Am I crazy? Does that make sense? Are you guys tracking? Hopefully this helps you guys on your journey of starting a business. And if you're curious or you want to know, I do have a playlist. I've got a playlist on my channel where I go through how to do all of the stuff. So if you are wanting to start a business and you want to use TCGPlayer as your primary platform, I am your man. I can help you out. But that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a comment down below. Say what's up. Good luck on the birds if you go. Subscribe and comment on that other video. Jesus loves you. I hope you know that. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.